Well, well, well. Very interesting to see this happening very early in on the quarter. Today is what, October 21st, and Tesla has adjusted their 0% interest offer, and now you can get 0% on their Tesla Model 3 and Model Y, and you do not need to buy full self-driving. So you do not need to pay that $8,000 for the full self-driving package, and you can get 0% financing on a certain term, and it's a decent term, all the way up to 60 months on a Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. This has been interesting because we were predicting this for a while now. So let's take a look at all the different predictions that we're predicting for Tesla incentives. And if you're looking to get a great deal on a Tesla, this might be that perfect storm where there's massive inventory discounts on Model 3s and Model Ys right now. So we'll take a look at that exact list, and you can stack it with 0% interest in financing. So we're going to take a look at that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there, and even schedule a phone call with me if you want to go over your exact buying situation. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. And so here it is, breaking, starting tonight. Tesla is offering a record low loan rate of 0% for the Model 3 and the Model Y for finance orders in the US, Canada, and you do not need to buy full self-driving. Not that long ago, you had to buy the full self-driving, which was $8,000 to get the 0%. And now you do not need to do it at all. And this is pretty interesting because inventory for the Model 3 is pretty low right now relative to the past few months. Model Y inventory is staying pretty high. So it certainly is, there would be a good use case or reasoning why they would want to put 0% on the Model Y. But here's the exact term. So Model Y only available for terms up to 60 months and required a minimum down payment of 20%. $7,500 federal tax rate will be applied if eligible. So this makes sense, right? Because Model Y inventory is the highest. And so they really want to incentivize this to clear the inventory, because they also know that like Model Y Juniper is on the horizon and is coming very, very soon. So they need to get rid of these vehicles, the old Model Ys, very, very quickly in the next few months. Model 3, so here's where it gets even more interesting. Model 3 is only available for a 36-month term and requires a minimum down payment of 20%. $7,500 federal tax rate will be applied if eligible. And this makes sense, right? Because Model 3, it's not really having a hard time selling. Inventory is the lowest, and we're starting to see plenty of discounts on the Model 3 all over, anywhere from $3,500 to $4,500. So if you want to see that full list, definitely check it out right here on the live stream chat, or also down below in the description. And this is crazy because all these different discounted vehicles are before the Tesla referral code, where you can get an extra discount, just like the one down below in the description. And so this is just the start, though. This is only October. It's very early in the quarter. The end of the fourth quarter is ending in December. And so this is a good sign, because if Tesla's getting aggressive this early on, they're trying to get ahead of it to try and sell as many vehicles as they can so they don't have to scramble all the way to the end. But if they can't sell the vehicles, then the deals are only going to get better. Maybe we start to see Model Y 0% up to 72 months, or even Model 3 up to 72 months as well. And just a reminder, this is what I predicted a while ago. Here is where I wrote down what my predictions were for the upcoming discounts and incentives. I put Model Y anywhere from 0 to 0.99% as a prediction because inventory was high. I didn't get as crazy for the Model 3. Model 3 I put at 1.99 to 2.99, but it's kind of the same, because with a Model 3 going only as low as 0%, For 36 months, we're probably not going to see a lot of people taking that type of deal. There's a certain subset of people that will certainly take that deal, but not everyone is going to take it because it's not the best deal at the end of the day. But let's take a look at the actual terms. So if we go to Model 3 and we take a look at the terms and see what's actually out there. So financing, if we switch this to 36 months, it should say 0 because we have to edit the down payment. So let's put like 10,000 down to really, no, we can't put that much down. Let's put 10,000 down to really make sure. Okay, so if you put enough down, you can get that 0% offer right there. And so if we switch this to 72 months, does it make it 0.99? Because that would be an interesting one because still 0.9 is still respectable, but okay, so 1.99 at 60 months, but still very interesting to see these different offers. And maybe the Model Y might be the best deal. I mean, arguably, we've been doing a lot of pricing comparisons for a while now, and the Model Y really is the better deal across the board, especially when you get to like Model Y Performance. It's almost $5,000 cheaper to do a Model Y Performance over a Model 3 Performance. But let's take a look here. So Model Y, if we go to 72 months, hey, 0.99 is pretty respectable. I can get down with a 0.99 at 72 months on a Model Y. And my advice is kind of the same. Like if you're considering Model Y versus Model 3 and this is your first Tesla, like you haven't done Model Y before in the past, I would say get the deal on the Model Y right now, drive for 2 to 3 years and then get into a Model 3 if that's really what you want later on. But this is pretty crazy to see all these different deals that are out there. Now I'm curious, like if we take a look at some of our crazier deals, because there's inventory discounts all the way to like $4,500 like a Model Y. Let's see if any of them available, because we haven't taken a look at these, or we took a look at some of these yesterday. Let's see, so they go pretty fast. And now that there's a 0% offer, we're definitely going to see some crazy deals that are out there. So take a look at this one. This is a Model Y long range. It's a 7-seat. It's got a $4,360 discount. I guess I'll put it in the live stream chat so you guys can follow along and take a look at the deal together with us. If we switch this to finance, we can see at 0% with a $4,000 down. Let's take away the gas savings because it doesn't actually exist for everyone. And so we can see $650 a month before taxes and fees. If we throw this to 72 months, because at 72 months, 0.99, still very, very respectable at that rate. We can see $559 a month on a Model Y with 0% or 0.99% on a heavily discounted $4,360 off. And of course, this is also factoring a $1,000 Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So don't forget to use that when you're looking to order and place a deposit on any of these vehicles. But pretty exciting time for sure. A lot of you have been waiting for this 0%, and so it is finally here in some sort of flavor or form. So Model 3 for 36 months and Model Y for 60 months. So congrats to everybody that's waited out. Congrats to everybody that's, listened to our strategies and our advice here, because we know we've been doing this. We've been tracking the deals for almost 2 years now, and we've always seen the deals get better and better and better as we get into the end of the quarter, end of the month. So is this what you all have been waiting for? Are you looking to buy a Tesla now? Are you looking to get into a Model 3 or a Model Y? Or are you waiting for a better deal than that? I'm not sure it will get any better than this. I mean, of course, maybe the Model 3 will get a 0% term all the way up to 72 months. So if you're looking specifically for a Model 3, then yes, that could see where that could make sense. But Model Y at 60 months, it could get better to 72 months. But at the same time, I'm not sure any of these Model Ys that have crazy discounts like these, like Model Y long range rear-wheel drive. Let's see if this one is available. Okay, so it is. We got a 5-seat at a $4,000 discount. We can see right here at 0.99 or 1.0% at 60 months or 0.99 at 72 months. We can see this is a great deal at $4,000 off, and we can see what the monthly payment might be. Yeah, $400. Oh, I got to take away the gas savings right here. We can do that. $581 at 60 months at 0%, no interest. Change that to 72 months at 0.99%. It's $499 a month for that. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is, yes, like it could get better to 72 months at 0%, but at the same time, these inventory discounts that we're seeing seeing right now because Tesla is trying to clear out 2024 model years for the 2025s to come in. We might not be seeing these crazy aggressive $4,000 to $5,000 off, and especially with the Tesla referral code getting you that extra discount, it's also might get adjusted or even changing in the near future as well. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Is this what you've been waiting for? Is this the deal you've been looking for, or are you waiting for something else? But hey, it's here. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what term you're trying to get for your Model 3 or Model Y, but it is here. Not clickbait at all. Finally, it is legit 0% interest financing, Model 3 and Model Y. And so now the hunt is, because now I'm going to try and figure out, I'm going to take a look and scrub through my list again and try and figure out where is the best deal and where can we get, like, what's the best niche or the best spot. It's probably going to be like a Model Y Performance. You know, you just can't go wrong with the Model Y Performance and getting the extra discount and whatever it is, like this one right here, $4,360. You get that nice 0.99 at 72 months, or that 0% at 60 months. And so you can see where you wouldn't pay any interest on that if you're interested in taking a look at it. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Thank you for dropping by. If you're just joining in, welcome. Tesla has unveiled 0%, true 0%, no purchase contingencies that you have to buy full self-driving. You can get 0% with just 20% down for up to 60 months on a Model Y and up to 36 months on a Model 3. I certainly understand not, especially on the Model 3, the deal is not favorable because probably, I don't even know what percentage of people are going to be taking a 36-month loan. And here's why they're not doing that. Model Y or Model 3 inventory is relatively low. And so they're doing a great job selling and clearing out all this inventory. But it is interesting that they're still going to go ahead and release this 0% offer on the Model 3. Model Y makes sense. They've got plenty of inventory on the Model Y, and so it definitely makes sense why they are subsidizing and giving a 0% offer up to 60 months on a Tesla Model Y. And so let us know which term, which down payment. I mean, also Model Y at 0.99 for 72 months. Not too bad either. I mean, anywhere from this like 1 to 2 or 0 to 1 type of threshold in terms of financing is really good and really great. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra discount on your Tesla vehicle. And of course, it stacks with the 0%. And of course, don't forget to use find an inventory vehicle that's out there and try and lock it down. I would say at this point, I wouldn't go for an inventory vehicle that is less than a $3,800 discount, because that's where the bulk of them are, $3,800 plus. So that is where I would really want to be at if I was trying to get into a Model 3 right now. The thing for us is we don't need another Tesla, so I'm going to wait all the way down to the wire, and especially because we're in California as well, where there's the most inventory for Tesla, I'm going to wait all the way down to the wire until the deal is a screaming deal where it just makes absolutely no sense not to get it. Like I'm saying like 0% for like 72 months plus a $5,000 to $6,000 inventory discount on a Model 3 Performance. And then that's where I think if we get to that levels, that's like almost like a no-brainer. Might as well just get into that for an extra vehicle. Ken, thanks for coming in. Jaman, thanks for coming in. Crypto Zero, Alexander, welcome. John Davis, Fly Bills, thanks for dropping by. Justin, Crypto Zero, thanks for dropping by. Bobby, thank you for dropping by. Roland, Lavendi, great to see you. SD Cruiser, MVO72, great to see you. S2K Roma, thanks for dropping by again, and thanks for the tip. And Blueberry, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. And good time to announce this. We're going to be doing something big for December, maybe even start it a little bit early, depending on how we're feeling. But in December, on this channel right here, we're going to give away one giveaway item, a Tesla accessory, every single day in December. We're just going to try and go back to back and just like kick off the contest and then give away the accessory and then ship it out to one lucky winner every single day. And hopefully we'll structure it where we'll ramp up to like from something small that's like usable all the way up to maybe something big. We'll see, maybe we'll see. And so if you want to join in, you got to hit that subscribe, you got to hit that like button, and tune in back in December when we kick it off every single day. We're going to give away something to you all because I want to give back. Thank you all for all the support. Thanks for always dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything that goes into all of this. And so 0% is here if you're just joining. If you just missed it, 0% financing is truly here for the Tesla Model Y and the Model 3. And I'm not sure what I feel about this 36-month term. I'm not sure what the actual take rate is. I mean, it's nice, but I mean, at 36 months, that payment is going to be pretty bonkers for sure. I mean, let's just take a look at it just because I'm curious. Like if you were to buy like, actually, before we go to the MSRP ordering page, we know better than that. We're going to go to our handy dandy, Model 3 Perform or Model 3 discount page where we can find all the best Model 3 discounts that are out there. But the tricky thing is here is you got to find one that's like a rear wheel drive, because that's going to be your cheapest deal. But those go by so quickly. Looks like we found one. Okay, perfect. So here is a Model 3 long range rear wheel drive, the cheapest build that you can actually get. And so this payment should be okay, but I feel like it's still going to be pretty expensive. And so of course, to get that 0%, you got to go down to 36 months. And so even if you take away the gas savings, $879 a month. I know a lot of people are not going to be going for this. I mean, there's going to be a subset of people that, is there going to be a subset of people that qualify for the tax credit and will be crazy enough to do a 0% interest financing on a 36 months? I guess I got to think of this in a different way, because not that long ago, there's a lot of people that were buying Model Ys at $1,000 to $1,200 a month. And so there probably is a lot going to be people that are just going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take the 0% offer at 36 months because I do not want to pay any sort of interest. And the thing with that is actually, essentially, that is what the book says. You really shouldn't be doing 60, 72 months and definitely not 84 months on financing. So going 36 months on a 0% financing Model 3 might be the move for sure if you don't want to pay any sort of interest. But I know a lot of you out there are more than willing wanting to do like a 60 to 72 month term, maybe even 84 month. I'm not sure Tesla would ever do an 84 month term at 0%, but one could hope and one could pray and hope that that's what's coming. But just reviewing back our predictions on what we thought was going to be happening in Q4, we actually predicted that 0% was going to be happening, but I thought it was going to be Model Y only, not for the Model 3 as well. I'm still sticking by these predictions, and I know Model S and Model X people that are looking to buy, they want an offer as well, but I'm thinking at best at this point, maybe a 3.99 offer, but Model X inventory is going up. In terms of supercharging, I definitely feel like they're going to be bringing this offer back anywhere from like 6 months to 15,000 miles of free supercharging. That could easily be coming back. In terms of leasing, we should see this maybe like a $50 to $100 discount or monthly payment adjustment that's lower. And discounts, this one we were spot on for sure. At the time when we made this prediction, I don't know when it was, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, it was only $1,000 to $2,000 off, and I predicted we would get up to $5,000 to $8,000 off. Right now, Model 3s and Model Ys, especially ones on our handy dandy deal sheet, you can see we're at $4,000 to $5,000 off, and this is before the $1,000 Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So we're easily at $5,000 to $6,000 off. So certainly we're pretty much spot on with all these different predictions. The only thing is Model 3, will it get better than what it is right now? I mean, I'm still holding out for it. And will this supercharger offer also be coming back? I think it definitely will be coming back as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Let me know what you're thinking. Let's jump into the live stream comments because I know a lot of you are going to be having some questions about all this. Ken, 0.99 in 72 months. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Oh, it actually is available for the Model Y, at least not Model 3. Jaman, would the $7,500 in tax credit count towards the down payment for 0% interest? Great question. Let's just build one and actually take a look because I believe it does, but most likely you're going to be looking at a Model Y, right? So let's see here. We'll take a look at it because that's where you can get the better offer. So let's go ahead and include the $7,500, take out the gas savings. And yes, it does look like the 0% stays, but if you start to reduce this, that's where it gets a little, see that now it goes up to 0.99 because it's using the $7,500 plus whatever down payment that you're starting to put on it. So it looks like all you need to really put is $2,000, but if you add in the taxes and fees, it might adjust this 0% offer rate. Yeah, so it looks like if you add in taxes and fees, because it's a higher loan rate when you do that, it starts to actually adjust it and you actually have to put more down to get that 0% to actually show and truly be on the Model Y. Actually, wow, you have to put $6,000 down to get, okay, yeah, $6,000 down. And to actually look at the details here, let's see if we can get it to show how much with taxes and everything it can show. Okay, so yeah, $5,900 down plus the $6,000 down. So what is that, like $11,000 down that you need to put down to get the true 0% without full self-driving? So you can see where the numbers actually start to show here. Alexander, just join in. What I missed? 0% is here for Model 3 and Model Y, not clickbait. It's here under certain terms, of course, but you don't have to buy full self-driving, which is a step in the right direction, which is kind of interesting, actually, that Tesla has made a change already in October. I certainly thought they were going to keep full self-driving attached to the 0% for the whole month of October. And now that they've already adjusted it, maybe there's something cooking in the back end for Tesla and they know something that is potentially coming. And usually when we see stuff like this happening this early before the month end and definitely before this early in the quarter, I bet there's going to be more inventory for Model 3 and Model Y coming live. And maybe deliveries are not where they want it to be at the moment, but it is here. 0% exists. And so fingers crossed on if it gets better for the Model 3 and also 72 months for the Model Y. John, hopefully this means Juniper is coming soon. Yeah, definitely. They're trying to get ahead of it. They're trying to make it a slamming deal because we're already starting to see better renders and cool renders like this. And maybe there's going to be more leaks planned on top of that. And so they're trying to get ahead of it so that they can really sell these vehicles before that Osborne effect starts to kick in. Fly bill, 72 months and I'll buy. Yeah, that's certainly a great offer. And I think we'll start to see that at the end of the third quarter or fourth quarter. Crypto, when 0% for 72 months on the Model X. Yeah, that'd be sick if that actually happens. But I mean, fingers crossed on that one because inventory for the Model X is starting to trend up. It's this pink line right here. I mean, so maybe we see the same type of effect here. 0% for Model X to 36 months and the Model S will get like a 3.99 because now that they're trying to differentiate them a lot across the board, like in terms of different offers for different vehicles, maybe that is what we'll start to see in the near future. So my question to you, Crypto Zero, is would you do 0% for 36 months on a Model X? That's going to be a hefty payment for sure. Roland, will Tesla let you buy from another state if you travel to pick it up locally? So no incentives in my state, but there's some in the next state over. It depends. Sometimes certain dealers will let you do that. Some places, the local store, the Tesla store has to register in that zip code. So that could be the reasoning, not necessarily because you can't pick it up. So I would reach out to them and see if you can buy it and they'll give you the correct answer depending on the vehicle and things like that. Lavendi, everybody needs to hold out to the fourth quarter, make them sweat to give even better incentives and discounts. Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy if everybody just stopped buying Teslas right now and then just wait until then because that would be insane. And Tesla would really get forced in terms of their hand and may release a better deal. SD, I have a job 1 Mach-E with 73,000 miles. I just did a road trip with the NACS adapter. Man, what a world of a difference. Been looking hard at Teslas now. And that's what I feel like all these companies joining onto Tesla, it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, yes, like, hey, I can get into the better network of charging, but each time that Ford owner goes to Tesla supercharging, they also see a bunch of Teslas, and then they see the technology, and it's almost like it's like tempting for them to get into a Tesla. And so that's exactly what I feel like is happening at SD Cruiser, right? MVO, do you think we'll see 0% 72 months Model 3? I'm following your lead. I think yes, 60 months and then 72 months. If you can wait, I would gamble and wait all the way to the end of the quarter. We might as well wait it out. S2K, okay, so nice. Okay, 36 to 60, 0%, 72 months, 0.99, 84 months, 2.99, and 3 to, okay, the bunch of numbers. I like it. Good. Thank you for the spreading that all out. That's a great expo. So maybe we'll go ahead and borrow that, and I'll give you a hat tip for sure, because that definitely is a good one that we can post with all the different price breakdowns of everything for the different interest rates that are actually out there. Merrick, don't buy brand new Tesla. There are a bunch of used Teslas look great on Tesla's website. Well, the problem is you can't get a used Model 3 Highland. You got to get the older ones, but I see what you're saying for sure. Muscles, what's the lowest you guys have seen used Teslas on hers? I think at like 18, 17K. That's what the lowest I've seen. Victor, what's 20% down including federal tax credit for the Model 3 long range full self-driving? No full self-driving. Here it is. Oh, Model 3. Yeah, Model 3, you can only do 36 months. So you can imagine that payment is going to be pretty hefty if you're looking to do that. But let's just humor us. And actually, no, we had one already here. So let's take a look at it. We can see, yeah, so 0%, $879 a month on a low price Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive that has a hefty $3,720 discount. And of course, stack that with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, to get an extra discount that you can stack on top of that, which might be a great combination. And so if you're shopping for Model Y, I would say buy now. The deal is not going to get better unless you really need that 72 months, because what I mean by that, the 0% for 72 months could happen, especially could happen, but these inventory discounted vehicles, all the different ones that have $4,000 to $5,000 off, I believe these are going to get sold pretty quickly. Will Tesla start to put discounts on 2025s? Yes, I could see that, but at the same time, maybe not. I mean, unless they've got a ton of leftover 2024s that they need to continue to push out by the end of the year. Craven, should I get a new Model Y now or wait for the used Model Y lower than 25K? Great question. My quick tip on that is, if you are paying cash, buy used. If you're financing in both routes, buy new, because you're not going to get a used finance Tesla under like 4 to 5%. And of course, new side, you can get 0% now, which is great. But we're going to talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that next, because that's one of the topics I wanted to talk about today. But I know a lot of people want to know about this 0%. So we might stay on this 0% as well. And then we'll shift to, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Bobby, the people who are forced to buy full self-driving for 0% are angry right now. I mean, yes and no. Full self-driving was a great deal, and hopefully they got inventory discounts as well to try and offset that. But I know a lot of people are probably trying to take off that full self-driving to take delivery of their 0%, and most likely Tesla will allow that. And so if you're someone that's got a pending order, I would not fret. I would not worry. Tesla most likely will allow you to take off that 0% or take off that full self-driving so you can get that 0% offer. Brendan, 0% the day before test run production of Juniper. Yeah, exactly. They know what's coming. They know Juniper is on its way. And so they got to get ahead and sell all these different older Model 3s before the end of the year and before Juniper is coming. But I still feel like Juniper in the US is going to be June, July. Michael, Model S never getting an APR drop. Hey, fingers crossed. We could see it. Vampire, you could probably get a Model Y for 25K soon. Yeah, 100%. Actually, we've already seen a couple of them. VG, if it's 0%, then I'll go as many months as possible. Use the extra cash to invest from the lower monthly. Yeah, 100%. It is 0%. It's around. Model Y is at 60 months and Model 3 is at 36 months for the 0% offer with no full self-driving attached. You do not need to buy the $8,000 package. Gaming, can you cancel an order if you're not accepted alone but not delivery? You don't need to. All I would say is message Tesla within the app and tell them to switch to offer and take off the full self-driving so you can get the 0%. They'll let you because they don't, at the end of the day, Tesla wants you to take delivery. They don't want you to cancel. And so to everybody that's waited, congrats, you are now going to be getting 0% without the full self-driving. John, we want Tesla to take negative equity. Yeah, John, I feel you for sure. I think the best we saw was like $1,000 to $2,000. And they didn't take anything higher than that. STF asked the question in other places, and I'm being told you can't use that for the down payment, the $7,500. Well, it says it will be applied if eligible, and so to make it eligible for the actual offer. Eric, do you have any advice for used Tesla buying? Yeah, we've got tons. Definitely check it out on the channel. John, come on, 0% for a Cybertruck, please. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I don't think they're going to do that, though. They have no need, I feel like, at the moment. RNG, when are they going to give Canada some love? The best we got was 1.99 for 1 month. Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, I guess Canada doesn't have an inventory problem, so they really don't need to incentivize it, which I guess it's just a different market in that. But if you're just joining in, welcome, everybody. Make sure to hit that like button because Model 3 and Model Y have 0% eligible financing, and you do not need to buy full self-driving. Doesn't show 0% with referral code. Make sure you adjust it and get that, put the right down payment because you have to do 20% down. But either way, the common misconception here is that on this screen, you don't actually have to choose what you actually want to do. It's not like locked in and final. All you really have to do is place the deposit and hold that vehicle, especially if it's an inventory vehicle, but there's plenty of them like this one, $4,360 off. Once you hold it, you can change what you want to do, whether it's leasing, financing, or cash later on, and especially before you actually take delivery. It's not like today when you place this deposit, you must lock in what you need to do. No, you can change it all the way up to you actually take delivery because Tesla understands that you might want to change and see different offers. Like when I bought my Tesla, I actually did a lease offer first because I want to see what the breakdown was for actually leasing it. And then I emailed them and I say, hey, I actually want to finance it. And they switched it. And then I said, hey, I actually want to finance it with an outside credit union because at the time credit unions were a better rate. And then they were able to switch it as well. So all you have to really do is make sure to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Find an inventory vehicle, just like the many of them that are on our inventory deal hacking list with all the best discounts. Then go ahead, find one like this one right here, which is $4,360 off, or even this one right here, which is a Model 3 long range rear wheel drive. That is $3,720 off. Lock it up, place the deposit, and then go ahead and work on the financing, all this stuff. And actually don't actually apply right away either because, well, actually if it's an inventory vehicle, you most likely will, because that means if it's an inventory vehicle with a VIN, Tesla's going to want you to take delivery ASAP within a week or two. And so I would say just go ahead and apply. Tony, lease versus take the depreciation. Leasing could be good, but it is a pure rental vehicle and you actually cannot buy it out. We're going to talk about leasing probably tomorrow. Someone emailed me a quick tip on that and they wanted more clarification. Jose, someone tell Elon to let us transfer free supercharging. Hey, that's a good one for sure. Maybe we should start a petition on that again. BD, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being a Discord member. Oh, good plug as well. If you want more fun and more activities in the joining community on Discord where we talk more about all the different deals that are out there and everything gets released on Discord first. Definitely check out our secret deal Discord right there for Tesla deals and other EV deals as well. There's some other deals that we could be discussing there as well. Alexander, and they have to pay more at the charger. I get like, the Ford when we're talking about the Mach-E. Yeah, that makes sense. Ready, where's the 0% on the Model Y without full self-driving? Welcome, Ready, it is here. We can see we were just playing around with some deals and some hypotheticals. It is here on the Model Y. Up to 60 months on the Model Y with 20% down and up to 36 months on the Model 3 with also, again, 0% down. It's here. Don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Don't forget to find an inventory discounted one, just like our deal list down below in the description as well. So you can stack everything on top of that because this stuff will change, whether the referral program will change, whether inventory discounts will change. 0% is here. So if you're especially looking and shopping for a Model Y, I would say go ahead and lock this in because it does not get better than 0% at this point. Juan, new to Tesla, got my first Model S 2015 for $15,000 after the 4K rebate. Love your channel, big fan. No, thank you, Juan. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for spreading that, and congrats on your Tesla. Enjoy in good health, and don't forget we've got a bunch of Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description. We got Jawa for your Tesla, anything that you can get for your Tesla, phone mounts that we use, screen protectors, floor mats, all-weather floor mats, and more. And we also got REFINANCING and MAGBAK and many more discount accessories down below in the description. And speaking of Tesla accessories, big announcement in case you missed it before. In December, we're doing something big. We're going to give away one Tesla accessory every single day for the whole month of December. I wanted to give back and thank you to everybody that supports the channel. So if you want to jump in, tune in December, of course, hit that subscribe, and of course, also hit that like button. XX, honestly, according to the pattern, it's going to go way up. Your payments will be the same 60 months without full self-driving. It's not the same. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense because 60 months is a shorter term and it costs them less to subsidize. But either way, you're probably going to want to not do the longer term, especially if you have to pay the $8,000 full self-driving. Cancel it so we can get these 4,000 off for us newbies. Cancel the order? Yeah, I guess so. Jeff, think they'll do 0% for 72 for Model 3? Yeah, I think they will later on this year. Life Talks, my mom is planning on ordering Model Y now, and financing is so that she'll get 0% APR. Yeah, and there we go. 60 months is the way to go for that. DK, waiting something for X forever. Oh, like the Model X? Yeah, that would be for sure a great one. Uzama, thanks for the kind words as well. Hold the line still, don't buy. I mean, the deal could get better. We could see it. Craven, credit unions offer 6%. It doesn't make sense to not go with Tesla financing right now. Yeah, Tesla financing is definitely the best across the board, especially at 0%, 1.99, 0.99. You literally cannot beat that at any of the other banks or any of the other credit unions. Vittorio, sorry if I mess it up. Is it okay to get a car from another state? Will they deliver to a state even if the car is in a different one? It depends on the car. Some locations are locked to that, and so you kind of have to talk to them. Jeep Life, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? Why 5-seater or 7-seater? Depends on where you live, and I guess depends on your family size as well. If you live in inclement weather areas, all-wheel drive. If you've got children, you could go 7-seater, but at the ssame time, the 7-seater is almost useless. So I would say if you really need the 7-seater, just I mean, I know it's easy to say just get a Model X, but life would be better, feel like, in a Model X. Jeff, is there an easy way to look for specific color Model 3s across all service centers? I'd be willing to fly. No, the best way is really just use Tesla, and you really don't want to. And I get what you're trying to say. Like, you're trying to go to other places to find better deals out there, but you got to think like, okay, time cost plus flight cost plus time driving back. You're going to kill any negligible savings like $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 off. You're better off kind of just picking that $3,000 off one versus the $4,000 off, because you're going to save your time and money not trying to get out there. But certainly there's deals in your local area depending on where you're at, and so you might be able to find some great ones. Brandon, credit score required? Yes, for sure, to get the 0% offer. Yeah, it's gonna be like 720 plus good credit at the end of the day. Jeff, is there an easy way to look for a model? Oh, we already asked that. Manny, when will we see a discount on the Model Y with Quicksilver and induction wheels? When Tesla makes them, I guess, and they get overstocked. Antonio, buy Model Y now or wait for the Juniper? Ultimate question. If you need a vehicle now, I would say jump on the Model Y at 0%. And if you don't need a vehicle, then wait it out till Juniper. For sure. Robert, need a car now. Would it be better to lease than buy a new Model Y when it comes out? Well, I'm not sure on the leasing payment side. Like, did Tesla reduce the payment for like some of these leases? Especially like, I mean, if you could lease some of these inventory discounted ones, not all of them you can, but that's where you're going to find the most impact, because every $1,000 of discount you find on a Model Y is going to affect the lease payment by $30 a month. So if you can get one that's like a $4,000 discount on a Model Y, that's going to be a $120 lower lease payment. But what unfortunately doesn't get shown on Tesla leasing, at least on this screen, you can't see what the money factor is, which is the APR rate. And so you won't be able to know if it's good or not. And odds are, when we last looked, it was 5 to 9% for leasing a Tesla vehicle. And so it's like, okay, do we lease it or do we just finance it at 0% and run the risk ourselves? Do you get 0% if it's a demo vehicle? Yes, 100%. And you can stack the referral code just like the one down below in the description and get a demo discounted vehicle that is actually out there. For US, it's only 36 months. Yeah, for the Model 3, unfortunately, it's only 36 months at the moment. Volume, should I wait to get a 2025 Model 3 Performance or get a 2024? It's all the same, actually, 24 and 25. I mean, if you're leasing, then just for sure, just get into a 2024 because that's where you're going to find that 3 to 4, on a Performance, $2,000 to $3,000 discount. Will Cybertruck get a 0% anytime soon? No, I don't think so. Not at the moment. Frank, do you think the Juniper coming out so soon spoils the value buying a 2024 Model Y? I mean, the problem is Teslas, you're going to lose money no matter what. And so you're going to lose more money buying a Model Y. I would say yes, because we can see that really impact the used Model 3 side when the new Highland came out. But if you're just keeping it for 5 years, then it's kind of all moot at the end of the day. Jay, when will Model S refresh? Great question. We actually found a render on that, but we weren't going to talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. Andrew, just bought the Model 3 Performance, 0% with full self-driving. Yeah, certainly. That is a great deal for sure. You can't beat 0%, even especially if you can get 0% all the way up to 72 months. I mean, you really can't beat that. XX, I appreciate the channel. Thank you. Thanks for dropping by. Dante, do you know when the 2025s will come out? 2025s for Model 3 and Model Y are already here. You can find them in inventory, and that's why we're seeing big discounts on the 2024. So if you want to get our full list, definitely check it out right here, and that's where you find out all the different deals. It's also down below in the description on every single video if you happen to misplace that link that's out there. Marquise just purchased a 2020 Model 3. Max range 100K is 217. Is that terrible? I actually don't know, but I think you should still have some warranty. So then maybe you should be fine with that. Eric, would you buy a 23 Model Y Performance or spring the 24 Highland? Is it really worth the extra money? That's a hard question because, we've had a Model Y Performance. And so I feel like at this point we would pay the extra $4,000 to $5,000 for the Model 3 Performance. But if I was someone that didn't have a Tesla at all and I was taking a look at both, I would go Model Y Performance, drive that for 2 to 3 years, wait until the Model 3 Performance is going to be heavily discounted, just like how the Model Y Performance is heavily discounted right now, and then switch to the Model 3 Performance. Manny, do you think that Juniper will be the same price range as the current one? Yeah, I think so. Maybe even a little less. Marquise, it has 28K miles. Nice. Caravan, would the black or white interior look better on the Quicksilver Model Y? I've always wanted white interior, but I've never gotten it because, we always pick the best deal. But black, I feel like would be good for the Quicksilver. Jeep Life, it would be exciting to get a Juniper, but I think the deals make more sense to get the last old models this quarter if you're in the market for the Model Y. Yeah, 100%. Lavendi, if I don't own a Tesla, am I eligible to win the giveaway? Yeah, sure. You're going to win some Tesla accessories. Uzama, if the rumors are true about the new battery pack for the Model Y, do you think they could bring the same pack for the Model 3s? I don't think so. I think once it's set, it's kind of locked in stone. I mean, Tesla has been known to change stuff mid-cycle, so maybe they'll test it on the Model Y first and then kind of improve the Model 3. So I guess, yes, there's a good shot. If that happens, we could see that. Oscar, will Tesla buy your Model Y to get the 0% APR? I just bought it in April. No, unfortunately, will not. You can trade it into Tesla and do a new deal, but they won't just buy it back. Unfortunately, you might incur some loss on that if you were to do that. But you have to kind of do the calculation. If you're at whatever interest rate, 5%, and you're going to pay $3,000 or $5,000 in interest over the life of the loan, and you're losing $3,000 if you trade it in now, you can see where that math could make sense because on a 0%, you're not paying any interest, and you get a brand new car with more warranty. So you can see where that math could make sense or might not make sense at the end of the day. Gibson, they just got to make some colored options and available again at no additional cost. So killing me with the monkey around with everything. Yeah, we could get more incentives and more deals in the near future. Jordan, my wife wants the black exterior. How can I convince her to get white? I mean, black exterior is pretty nice too. Eric, we're torn between Model Y or the Performance Model 3, sports sedan or sports SUV. Yeah, if you need the space, then I would say maybe go up a little bit higher to the Model Y. If you don't, then I would go for the Model 3 Performance. It's better suspension. Maybe the pitch here is drive both and then see which one is a better, more comfortable ride, and then get on and see, and then figure out which one is a better deal for each of you guys. We actually had a ton of things to talk about today, but I don't know if it's good to talk about it or not, because there's a lot of questions in the live stream chat. Let's just talk about it. And this next topic, financing a used Tesla is going to get better as well. Let me tell you exactly what we're talking about. So if you buy a Tesla Model 3 used right now, the prices are starting to drop lower and lower. In fact, we just saw a Model Y from Tesla, a 2020 Tesla Model Y that was under $20,000 or $21,000 after the $4,000 used EV tax credit. You can see that it was priced at $25,000. And because of that, you can get a $4,000 used EV tax credit. Well, financing a used vehicle is a little bit high. You can see it's 7.69% for 72 months. Let's see if we switch this to like 60 months. No, it's still 7.69%. Did it just go up? No, 7.69%. Well, there actually is plenty of options out there, and we just got a ping from our favorite credit union, which is at Labor Credit Union. It's actually one of our credit unions that we finance our current Model X at, and they just dropped the rate on used loans and new loans to 4.99%. And so the used side and new side is getting a little bit better on the credit union side. So if you're looking for a low interest rate, I would definitely hit up a credit union, because that's where you're going to do better on a used financing side. And so the key thing here is you're probably going to want to pick like a 2022 or 2023 used side to be able to get this type of offer. And if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment on a Tesla, that's where our channel sponsors like Tenet come into play. Tenet is a approved Tesla financing partner and can get you the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla and other electric vehicles, including used EVs as well. So if you want to see what their offer is, definitely hit the apply button or the link down below in the description. Hit the apply button so you can do a soft inquiry, no obligation check to see what their offer is. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. And definitely check them out if you're interested in seeing what their offer might actually be. All right, if you're just joining in, welcome. 0% is here. It's here for the Model 3 and Model Y. So if you want the deal, it's actually here. Sue, for lower monthly payment with $4,000 down, full self-driving 0% for 72 months is better option. Jeep Life, what are the rumors of the Juniper battery pack? I'm actually not sure. Oh, yes, that's right. It's going to be a bigger, more efficient battery pack, so it might be extended all the way out to like a 500-mile range. I think it's the last thing I saw. Pablo, monthly payment for $27, $1,000 finance is 0% 30 months. They are saying this for the promo. Do you know what this means? I think that's like how much... Oh, so it's basically $1,000. So each $1,000 you're financing. So if it's a $40,000 vehicle, you're paying $4,000 or 4,000 times $27 a month. That's how they just calculate monthly payments. It's like a financial disclosure type of thing for there, but really just look at the payment calculator. You'll see. Dante, I'm in between Model 3 long range all-wheel drive and the rear-wheel drive. What are the big differences? There's plenty of differences. Of course, all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive, and there's speaker differences. You're going to have half the amount of speakers, and on top of that, there's no subwoofer in the rear-wheel drive. So if you're an audiophile, then certainly I would say go for the all-wheel drive. But really the best move here is finding an inventory discounted vehicle. That one is maybe $3,000 to $4,000 off, because if it's $3,000 to $4,000 off an all-wheel drive, then you're basically playing rear-wheel drive prices for an all-wheel drive. And then of course stack it with a referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra discount to really make it closer, so that all-wheel drive is not much of a big difference at the end of the day. Timote, I'm actually in the market for a Model Y right now. I was going to lease it, but the 0% seems like a better deal. Thoughts? Yeah, if you're okay with kind of taking the risk and financing it yourself, because the one thing with leasing that's a benefit is like that's Tesla's problem then. So if you lease the vehicle and the value of the vehicles aren't strong, and then you can basically just give it back to them and it's their problem. If you finance it, if you want to be done with it in 3 years, you've got to play that, okay, what's the payoff versus the market value? And so there's a risk there. And so if you're buying to own for 5 years plus, financing is the way to go. If you're someone that likes changing their iPhone every single year, leasing is the way to go, especially with that Tesla vehicle, because the market's crazy. And if you think the prices have dropped or great deal is a great deal now, well, what about last year or the year before when the prices were even higher and it kept dropping and dropping and dropping? And so my prediction is that Tesla deals will just keep getting better and better and better. There's really no floor of course there is a floor for Tesla in terms of profitability. But they also know that to keep selling, they have to make these deals even better and better to really make it so it's like a no-brainer for people to get into a Tesla and just buy it and own it, to really feel like the value is there. Jeep, I haven't gotten the used tax credit this year. Can you qualify for the tax credit twice in a year if you pick an upgrade to a new Tesla? I've gotten the used. Oh yeah, you should be able to stack that one perfectly fine. Eric, rates for used car in Canada starts at 7.99. New Tesla 5.25. Used options a little lower, but that's pretty good for Tesla in Canada. Oh, that's really interesting actually. Frank, do you think that the inflated car market as a whole, that Tesla could possibly be cheaper in 2025 in the event that the whole market becomes overfilled with inventory? Yes. And that's actually what we just talked about that. Sergio, just ordered a long-range all-wheel drive. Nice. Congrats. Enjoy in good health. And hopefully you got a great offer. Is that a Model Y long-range all-wheel drive or a Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive? Joe, what do you think this will do to the used market? People could dump their current Tesla to take advantage of the 0% APR. Yeah, that's a good point. We might start to see a lot more used Teslas get flooded into the market because, I mean, people want to get out of it. They want to get into a new one and the deals are there. And so you might as well take advantage of the 0% because it's a great deal at the end of the day. Quick PSA, Cybertruck now is eligible for full self-driving transfer. So if you've been waiting for this offer, it is now here. If you got full self-driving on your old Tesla and you want to transfer it to your new Cybertruck that you've been waiting for, you can now take advantage if you take delivery by December 31st of 2024. So just a little PSA out there for everybody that's in this niche type of market that owns a full self-driving Tesla. You can now get it on your Cybertruck. And I got to say, full self-driving on the Cybertruck is a great offer or great technology. I was definitely not a full self-driving believer before, and now having full self-driving on the Cybertruck, I gotta say, it's pretty usable. It's so usable that we filmed our first reaction to it. So if you want to watch that, it's on the channel. You can see what actually happened. And on top of that, we went to go check out a crazy Tesla Cybertruck, a wide body Cybertruck, one of the first true wide bodies. So if you want to see that video, you can definitely check it out as well. But congrats to everybody that's been waiting, because now you can stack this with the non-foundation Cybertruck offer and get your full self-driving valuation at like what, $8,000. So really cool to see it actually rolling out, and Tesla's listening to feedback, because a lot of feedback from customers out there, they wanted to transfer it to the Cybertruck and they did listen to that. So what else is out there? I know a lot of people want that free full self-driving transfer. Maybe that one be coming back for the end of December. Actually, that probably is going to be coming back, but let me know what your thoughts on it are. If you're just joining in, welcome. 0% is here. One of the biggest offers for the whole year is here. I mean, I don't think we've seen 0%, right? We've seen 0.99%, but 0% for the Model Y is here. Now, if you stack this with the inventory discounts that are out there, you can see this could be a crazy deal. This is like one of those like perfect segue storms, especially with the Tesla referral code, where you can get an extra discount on top of that. But Model Y up to 60 months, 0%. Model 3 up to 36 months at 0%. And the funny thing with all of this is we've been kind of predicting this for the past few months, because we know that the deals always get better in December. Hands down, 100%. We didn't expect Model 3 to get 0%. I thought Model 3 was going to get at best 1.99 to 2.99, but hey, it is here for 36 months. So the question is, will we get 0% on the Model 3 up to 72 months? We'll see for sure. Charles, I was looking to buy a Model Y, Model 3 and use it for new. Should I give this 0% offer and and forget used cars? Yeah, if you're paying cash for a used car, do that. If you're buying new, if you're going to be financing, then maybe look into the 0% offer and see which one's a better deal at the end of the day. Dylan, any guess on the Model Y Juniper release date? I had a deposit on Model 3 refresh last week, but I'm out of the country for 3 months. So I decided to wait and get when it gets back. Model Y, unless Model Y Performance is announced. I really feel like Model Y Performance is not going to be coming out until late 2025, maybe even like September. Sergio, what other offer could beat this one? A longer term for financing, 0%, and bigger inventory discounts. But if you're like, the best deal right now is going to be Model Y, if you find one like $4,500 to $5,500 off, and then of course stack it with a Tesla referral code for an extra $1,000 off, stack it with a military program for another $1,000 off, that's going to be your best deal. In terms of what I think it might get a little bit better, maybe we see Model Y up to 72 months, and then Model 3, I could easily see that going up to a longer term as well. XX think December might be looking good. It all really depends on the inventory. If this offer does wonders for Tesla and it starts to, and we see this inventory start to go down and down and down, then yeah, I think they'll pretty much stick with it or maybe even increase it. But if inventory keeps going higher and higher, we're going to see better deals and offers in December. Gibson, no way I want that payment for 36 months on a Model 3 Performance. Not worth it. Yeah, 36-month term, I really can't see a lot of people taking that term, but there's certainly going to be a subset of people out there that want to take advantage of that term. Just for the sole purpose and reasoning, it's 0%. I feel like there's a subset of buyers out there that they're just going to buy it based upon principle, I guess, that they want that 0%. And this last topic, a new Tesla update is here. Now we've got the most latest features and potentially an Apple Watch support. So everybody out there that has Apple Watch, you might be getting an update very soon. Shout out to Tesla Newswire for posting this. 2024.38.2 is here. We got free Spotify. You can listen to it without a premium subscription. That's pretty cool, actually. Custom mirror tilt position. I want to try this. Adjust the tilt of the side mirrors when in reverse. That's pretty cool because I think there's only one setting right now. But what if I don't want to go all the way down to see the curb in the sidewalk? I just want to see a little bit so I can see my trash can. This could be a good feature. Fold mirrors from left scroll wheel menu. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like if you're getting into a tight spot, you can just quickly trigger it. Wi-Fi connection information and tips, and active curve assist message. Interesting. I have no idea what that is, but sounds pretty interesting. And on top of that, what was spotted in the code is that the Tesla is officially working on a Apple Watch native app. You can get the features and functionality from Apple Watch on your Tesla or Tesla on your Apple Watch right now, but you have to go through like third-party app companies and everything like that. So it really would be cool to see that Tesla actually release their own app that is native so that you don't have to jump through all these different hoops that is out there. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Say we hold the line. Let's really vote out with dollars. Yeah, if we don't buy at all and don't take advantage of the 0%, we could just keep waiting out and see what actually comes out. But right now, the 0% offer is very, very good. So if you are looking to buy, it could be a great time to buy. Nickname, now that Foundation Series is available, non-Foundation Series on the Cybertruck, would you pay $100K for the Cyberbeast since you already paid the same amount for a dual motor Foundation or the $80K for the dual motor? Good question, because we've certainly seen some of the price differences between all the different things you get for Foundation. Well, I guess at this point you can't get Foundation. It's like over. You can't even buy it if you want to. But I guess a lot of the features you don't really want. And so that's a good question. Would I pay $80,000 or $100K? I think I'd still pay $80K. I would pay the $80K, the lower version. The Cyberbeast is cool. It's fast. Unless you're like a speed demon. That's the funny thing. Like when I had my Model 3 Performance and Model Y Performance, I always kept it driving and chill. Like I never really needed that usable speed, like unusable speed. It was fun. It was a cool party trick to show friends that you can go 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds or 3 seconds, whatever it is. But it's really just a party trick at the end of the day. So I do not think I would get a Cyberbeast. Do I think Cyberbeast would have better resale? No, I don't think so. D, would you recommend getting a Model 3 Performance 2022 for $30K or a brand new 3? I would say, are you paying cash? If you're paying cash, buy the used one. If you're financing, buy the new one because of financing interest rates. Timotei, it's sounding like I should wait until December to see what better inventory deals for the Model Y. White and white long range all-wheel drive, impossible to find. Yeah, you could wait until December for sure, but depending on where you're at, maybe there's a reason why you can't find inventory. It could be just your location. If that's the case, then I would say try and lock one down sooner than later. Dante, do you think December might have better financing deals? Yeah, potentially, for sure. Frank, going to use your code when I do make a move. Appreciate the streams. Now, thank you, Frank. Thanks for coming in. Yaruk, how can I order a 2025 Model 3 Performance? Just go to the ordering page. Of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Lock it in, and then just place a normal order so that you can get a 2025 Model 3 Performance. Because I think what's happening right now is all the ordering screens on the Tesla order are 2025s, and inventory has 2024s. So you just go to the inventory page, or you go to the ordering page like this, and then just place the deposit on a brand new Performance. Zachary, buying a 23 Model Y Performance tomorrow. Nice. What price are you getting? Jeff, how long do you think it'll be until the new Model Y leaks from production in China? Any bets? I give it, when did the Model 3 release? I give it like definitely by the end of the year. But at the same time, they were pretty good with the Cybercab. They didn't really have any leaks at all for that. So maybe they figured out their leaky situation with that. Gibson, my biggest issue with paying over $1,000 a month for a Model 3 Performance is I'd rather have a model as Plaid if I'm stepping up that much. Yeah, 100% I agree with you there on that. It's not worth it to get a Model 3. It's not worth it to pay $1,000 a month for any Model 3 or Model Y. You might as well just get a different vehicle at that point, I feel like. But 36 months, 0%, if you're someone that absolutely needs this 0%, then that's how you can get it on a Model 3. But yeah, what is this, $1,200 a month? $1,300 a month with taxes and fees and everything? Because how much do you have to put down on a Model 3 Performance to get 0%? Ugh, this is not looking pretty at all. $10,000 down? Wow. $10,000 down, $1,200 a month, 0% on a Model 3 Performance. At this point, I would say just go buy a used Model S long range, because you're going to pay the same and get way more vehicle than that. Looking to buy a Model Y, 0% is very tempting, but I really want to wait for the Juniper. Will there be a price hike in the 2025? I don't think so at this point. I feel like from here on out, prices will just get lower and lower and lower, and incentives and offers will get lower and lower and lower or better and better and better every single year, every single quarter end and everything. Ali, Juniper in Canada, what date you figure, my friend? I have no idea, actually. That's a good one. We don't follow the Canada market as much anymore, unfortunately, or at all. DR, can you cancel a Cybertruck order and use for another vehicle? Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't think so. I mean, you can always ask and see if they allow you to convert it. David, can I buy 2 Tesla cars and get 2 7,500 credits? Yes, I want to say it's like up to 3 a year, but don't quote me on that one. I think it might just be 1, and you might have to buy in like a husband and wife situation or something like that. Gaming, so you do 20% down to get 0%, or you can get 0% with lower percent. No, you have to put 20% down to get there. Zachary, 70K miles, 40K. Okay. Respectable, I would say. Win, is full self-driving free now? That'd be crazy. No, full self-driving is not free. It's still $8,000, but you don't have to buy it to get 0%, which is the offer here that we're highlighting. French, dumb question, but does 0% apply for inventory vehicles? Yes. And so the structure and deal here is this: find a vehicle on our handy dandy inventory discounted vehicle list. My threshold at this point is $3,800 to $5,000 plus, and then stack it with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, to make that discount even bigger, and then lock it down and take delivery of your new vehicle at 0%. What else we got? Let's do a water break. Oh no, no water. Yaruk, I just got a VIN today, ordered 3 days ago. I'm thinking I get it 2025, but on Geico it says 2024 with the VIN number. Also, I listen to you daily. Thank you for your help. Ooh, okay, so that's interesting. They must have switched an inventory vehicle to your order. I would just message them and say, hey, I want a 2025. If you don't want a 2024. I mean, if you got a 2024, it better have a good discount on it, because that's what we're seeing right now. Jerry, any idea how good offers are for the refreshes? Was the Model 3 refresh have good deals? Waiting on Model Y Juniper? No. So when a new Tesla comes out, the deal right off the bat is not good at all. Well, unless it's like a Model 3 Performance, because then they raise the price. But usually when the new vehicle comes out, they don't make it a great deal until like a few months in. Then they start to release incentives. Then they start to release some offers after that. So really, you just have to wait a little bit. Winston, are you buying the Model 3 Performance soon? Yeah, I think that's what, fingers crossed. If there's a slick deal, we might have to jump. Shaman, does the 0% apply for the Cybertruck non-foundation? Not at the moment. I don't believe it's only on Model 3 and Model Y. Winston, how come Model 3 Performance have no inventory discount? Right now they have it on demos, but the demos might have got cleared out because this is a great offer at 0% for, I feel like people that are buying a Model 3 Performance, maybe that's the subset of buyers that would be down to take a 0% offer at 36 months because they might be used to those type of high payments on other types of company vehicles out there. When can we see Model S and Model X hardware 4.0? Good question. I don't know, actually. I'm interested in Model X with full self-driving for 0%. Yeah, that'd be a crazy offer for sure. Alex, thanks for coming in. So when it shows APR 1.9, is that locked in? No, you can. Is this someone you already have a pending order? I would message them to see if you can change it to the 0%. Oscar, so you're telling me not everyone is going to get that 0% APR? Not everyone has 720 credit score. Yeah, that's kind of how financing unfortunately works for anywhere you buy a vehicle. Whatever the posted rate is on the website or the commercials, that's for top tier credit. As your credit gets not as good, then you get a higher offer. That's kind of unfortunately how banks work. It's not necessarily Tesla, it's just how banks work, I guess. All right, well, thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. Definitely check out all the links down below in the description to save some more money and check out our super secret Discord. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.